I wasn't going to make a response video to this flat earther, but then I thought, well, fuck it. Okay, bad jokes aside, Phuket Word proposed a test, and I'm glad to see that finally a flat earther has actually thought of some way of testing if the world is flat or a globe. All flat earthers call out, "Research flat earth," but very few of them actually do. They just rant about how everything is a lie without providing any evidence. Unfortunately, Nick depicts an absolute misunderstanding of the globe model. In his test, he wants you to take a camera, and I'm guessing it has to be one of those worshipped P900 cameras, and a drone. You should level the camera, and then level the drone in front of the eye level of the camera, and then fly the drone off into the distance. According to Nick, the drone should automatically gain altitude over distance if the drone is flying over a curved surface. And this is where Nick has absolutely no knowledge of the heliocentric globe model. First, what is level? Or better yet, what is curvature? On the globe, the Earth curves about 0.014457 degrees per mile. Over 5 miles, that still is only 0.07 degrees. So, even when you use a digital water level or any other common measuring device, how are you going to measure this angle? Most measuring devices have only one digit, and the first digit of the curvature is a 0. So how do you then determine if you have your camera level on 0.00 or 0.09 degrees? And the second thing is, basically Nick believes that this is going to happen, but the drone isn't going to gain altitude. I've explained this in a video called Why Planes Don't Fly Off the Globe into Space. The link to this video is in the description. Basically, the drone is being pulled towards the center of the Earth. When you fly at 2 meters altitude, the propellers produce just enough lift to keep the drone on that 2 meters altitude. Due to the amount of density the air has at 2 meters altitude. In order to gain altitude, there needs to be more lift or more density. As you gain altitude, the air density gets less, so the drone, without increasing lift, will not gain altitude. It needs to produce more lift in order to gain altitude. As the pilot of the drone doesn't change the amount of lift, it's not going to happen, and the drone is not going to increase or decrease its altitude. If you want to get the full explanation, check out the video I mentioned. In short, this is not going to happen. This is. And a better way of testing would be, you take your camera and a light or any other target, you place both on 2 meters height, 5 miles apart. The Earth should be bent in between with a bulge of 1.27 meters. You then fly the drone into the line of sight to block the light of the target. You then measure the altitude between the drone and the Earth's surface. If the camera lens is at 2 meters and the target is at 2 meters, but the drone is flying at less than 2 meters, then there is a bulge in between and the Earth is curved. This would be a better way of testing the globe, even when I don't account for refraction. But then again, you could minimize refraction by choosing a time and location with optimal circumstances. This should counter the flaws in the test as proposed by Phuket Word. So please, let me know what you think in the comments, and thanks for watching.